Hey everyone, Dr. Alfred Egedovo, welcome you back to the channel GHC Hospital Supported Health Promotion Initiatives. Today we're diving into a topic that's both deeply personal and incredibly important, coping with racial trauma and stress. Racial trauma and stress have profound effects on mental health, relationships, and overall well-being. Individuals who face discrimination, racism, and prejudice on a daily basis can experience a range of emotional and psychological challenges that impact their quality of life. It's important to acknowledge the reality of racial trauma and its impact so that we can work towards healing and fostering resilience in the face of these challenges. Now, you might be wondering, what exactly is racial trauma? It's the emotional and psychological distress that comes from experiencing or witnessing racism. And let's be real, this is something many of us face daily. Personal stories: I recently spoke with a friend who shared their experience of facing racial trauma in their workplace. They described feeling constantly on edge, anxious, and insecure due to the microaggressions and subtle forms of discrimination they faced from their colleagues. These experiences took a toll on their mental health and self-esteem, leading them to seek therapy and support to cope with the emotional burdens of racial trauma. But here's a question: how do we even begin to cope with something so pervasive? Is it possible to heal from these wounds? And how can we support each other in this journey? Expert opinions. According to mental health professionals and researchers, racial trauma is a form of psychological injury caused by experiences of discrimination, racism, and prejudice. These traumatic experiences can lead to symptoms such as anxiety, depression, post-traumatic stress disorder, and other mental health challenges. It's crucial to address and validate the impact of racial trauma in order to support individuals in their healing journey. One trend I've noticed lately is the rise of community support groups, both online and offline. They're becoming safe havens where people can share their experiences. But do they really help? Or do they sometimes lead to more trauma bonding rather than healing? The latest research findings. Recent studies have shown that racial trauma and stress can have long-term effects on individuals' mental health and well-being. Research has also highlighted the need for culturally sensitive and trauma-informed approaches to addressing racial trauma in therapeutic settings. By understanding the unique challenges and experiences faced by individuals of different racial backgrounds, mental health professionals can provide more effective support and interventions for those grappling with racial trauma. And let's not forget the role of self-care. We hear this word thrown around a lot, but what does it actually mean when it comes to racial trauma? Is it just bubble baths and candles, or can it be something more profound, like setting boundaries with toxic people who perpetuate that stress? Coping mechanisms and strategies for healing. There are several coping mechanisms and strategies that individuals can utilize to navigate and address racial trauma and stress. Mindfulness practices such as meditation and deep breathing exercises can help individuals manage their stress levels and regulate their emotions. Seeking support from trusted friends, family members, or mental health professionals can also provide a sense of connection and validation for those struggling with racial trauma. There's also the controversy around how workplaces handle racial trauma. Some companies are implementing wellness programs, but are they doing it for genuine concern or just to check a box? Ways to foster resilience. Building resilience in the face of racial trauma involves cultivating self-awareness, self-compassion, and a sense of community and belonging. Engaging in self-care practices such as exercise, journaling, and creative expression can help individuals process their emotions and build inner strength. Connecting with cultural and community resources such as support groups, advocacy organizations, and healing circles can also provide a sense of solidarity and empowerment for those navigating racial trauma. And here's a thought: can art and creative expression be a form of therapy? Many artists channel their experiences into powerful works that resonate with others. Is this a valid coping mechanism, or does it risk romanticizing pain? Practical tips and resources. For individuals seeking support and guidance in addressing racial trauma and stress, There are several resources and actionable steps that can be taken. Seeking therapy from a culturally competent and trauma-informed mental health professional can provide a safe and affirming space for healing. Engaging in social justice and advocacy work can also empower individuals to create positive change in their communities and contribute to dismantling systems of oppression. In conclusion, racial trauma and stress have significant impacts on mental health, relationships, and overall well-being. By acknowledging the reality of racial trauma, validating individuals' experiences, and providing culturally sensitive support and resources, we can work towards healing and fostering resilience in the face of these challenges. It's important to prioritize self-care, seek support from trusted sources, and engage in healing practices that promote inner strength and empowerment. Remember, you are not alone in your journey towards healing and self-discovery. Take the time to prioritize your well-being and embrace the courage and resilience within you. So, whether you're navigating your own journey or supporting someone else, remember, it's okay to seek help. It's okay to talk about these issues.
Let's keep the conversation going in the comments below. How do you cope with racial trauma? What strategies have worked for you? Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.